See that mountain way off in the distance? I made it over that mountain. And then once I was over that one, I walked through the valley of the desert, and I crossed another one. And once I made it to the top of that one, I looked forward where I was headed, and all that was out there were mountains and mountains and mountains. All of them exactly like the one I just crossed. I couldn't do it. I couldn't walk ahead anymore. My life had led me to this place, this terror, this lonely, this insane place, and it locked me in. I felt trapped. I was scared. It fell apart. I fell into the dirt and I cried. I cried until no more tears would come. I don't understand how or why or even for what reason really, but I did. It's just the feeling of power, this overwhelming, encompassing agony, this pain. It's just too much, you know? It's just too much for a person to deal with. I didn't think it could be worse than that. I didn't think anything could be worse than that. And I guess it was a couple months ago. His aching sickness was getting worse by the day. He couldn't get out of bed. And I tried to tell him it was going to be okay. And I tried to tell him that things would get better. And I tried to tell him that it's just too much. You can't know what it's like. You can't know what it's like to know that they're going to die and not be able to do anything about it. You can't know what it's like to sit there in the dark, holding his hand and smoothing his matted hair and hearing his breath that sounds like the hardest thing anybody's ever had to do and not be able to do anything about it. We don't know how he got it. We don't know where it came from. He volunteered at the hospital. It could have been an open wound. I don't know. But the news came to he was positive. He would be dead soon. Couldn't breathe. I choked. Part of me died. He was my life. He was the one that took the lonely little boy and turned him into the happy, successful man I became. I loved him. He was everything. And then the doctor just comes to me and says, sorry, but your happiness has been repossessed, and in less than a year the man you love will be gone forever. How am I supposed to deal with that? How am I supposed to accept that? How am I supposed to say, oh well, I guess it's for the best? How am I supposed to do that? You don't understand, doctor. I love him. I love him. It made no difference, did it? In the end, it makes no difference. 3 little funny words. You think they hold so much sway. You think they mean so much. But when it comes down to it, they're worthless. They're hollow. They're meaningless. And then it's night again. He's going to die at the end of the week. And he's lying there in bed and he tells me to hold him. And I climb in beside him and he lays his head against mine and it's so deadly quiet that I swear I forget what the sound is. His lips parted and he opened his mouth. His eyes connected with mine and he said, I love you. Here was this man who changed my world. It was the most beautiful thing I had ever seen, and he was telling me that he loved me. And somehow it filled me with this strength, this hope,